Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I go by the name Tia Mama Happy. If it's your first time here guys, do not forget to join in the family if you like it here, of course. And for my subscribers from day one, from the beginning, thank you guys. Do not forget to like after watching the video. Anyway guys, this is me talking about my fourth postpartum journey, how difficult it was, the lack of support that we had, and financial distress that we were in. And yeah, there is definitely light at the end of the tunnel. That's all I can say at this point in time. So I had my mother of four, in case you guys don't know. I had my first at 19 in 2012, my second at 23 in 2016. Then I had my third at 29 in 2022. Then I had my fourth this year in 2023. So my pregnancies, the 2022 and 2023, were very close. So this is where the hardship of my postpartum came about, and me actually experiencing postpartum depression. Never mind me guys, I'm at work. This is the time that I got to shoot the video. Had a very busy day, so yeah, I try squeeze in whatever I can whenever I can. Says exposure is loved. Wait, anyway guys, so yo guys, it was hard. It was hard being pregnant and handling a toddler that is curious and wants to explore their surroundings, and they're busy moving around. At that time, I'm heavily pregnant. I just want to sit down, but I can't, because I'm looking after this young kid, making sure that they don't hurt themselves or pick something poisonous or whatever that can, that they can eat and, suffocate from, basically. So you have to follow them around. You have to police them, basically. So anyway, that was me. And at that time, again, I was carrying this load in my heart that my child was so small when I found out I'm pregnant with the other, which was very unplanned. I have a video on this. If you don't know it, you better watch it so you understand where I was coming from. So I was so disheartened by everything that Kitty, now you have to be a sister to someone when you yourself, you're so young. It was just disheartening. And yeah, well, it happened. And now I had this pressure in me that I have to make up for the time that I'm going to lose with her, sorry. The time that I'm going to lose with her because of the new edition that's coming while she's so young. So my mom was taking care of my young kid, of my girl, but I had this thing in me that, I have to take her and make up for the time that I'm going to lose because of the young one that's coming. So basically I did that. And I remember her telling me, no, don't feel otherwise. She's very young. She's not going to see anything. She's most probably not even going to remember all of this, So for now, take care of you so that you can later on take care of your kids. But I didn't understand, and I felt like I'm a failure as a mom, I felt like I'm basically a failure, and I'm not doing the right thing. So I took on the kid. I had less time to rest and relax. If you've watched my previous video, I explained how I even went into labor and my kid was there, and my husband had to drop me at the hospital with her in the car sleeping. The following day, had to drive all the way to my mom, which is in Hammanskraal, to drop the girl and then come to the hospital to meet the new addition in the family. So basically guys, that's how chaotic everything was. So fine, fast forward, everything was just so hard, guys. I was tired. I didn't get time to rest. Even the day I gave birth, I was exhausted. I was tired. I was tired, guys. Gave birth, came, baby had jaundice, was in hospital for some time, so I had hospital trips to do, which was also very strenuous at the time. I didn't even have a helper or a nanny because of the financial situation we were in, you know. Our finances were tied up and I was not getting paid from work, so I was relying on UIF, which is another story. UIF on its own. So if you guys want to hear the UIF story, please let us know. Please let me know. Yo, now I'm speaking like I'm a whole crew. Anyway, please let me know, guys. I will share with you my UIF story. UIF actually, it's a government funding thing. We pay for it as an employee. You are the government subtract deducts money from your salary every month, and it's to fund you like now when you go on maternity, when you're not working at the time. So then they will give you a certain amount of money depending on how long you've worked, obviously how long you've contributed to UIF basically. So on my end, I was not getting anything from my company, like zero. So I had to fully depend and rely on UIF, which, like I said, it's a whole story on its own. The money took forever to come. I will make a video on it because my UIF story does not start with my 4th child. It starts with my 3rd child. So I can, guys, even now I'm still struggling with UIF. Like I said, I'll make a whole video on it depending if you guys want to hear it or not. Anyway, so I was depending on UIF, which is something that no one must depend on. Fine. Fast forward, now we're moving from a household that's used to getting 2 salaries now to 1 income. Very strenuous on its own. So we could not hire help outside because already our funds are tied up because of the situation at home, basically. So I was depending financially on my husband, and there was just no money, guys. Yeah, there was no money, but what can we say? Get life, it's life. So basically, guys, that's it. So anyway, it was hard. I don't even want to lie to anyone and say it was the easiest of things. It was so hard. He would be so stressed about finances and everything, and I would be stressed. I was carrying the stress from home in terms of what needs to be done in the house and everything. He will help me there and there, but yeah. So we had a wedge between me and him, basically. So we were almost living different lives, We were not present in each other's lives. I was not there for him. He was not there for me. We were just living separate but under one roof. We were just getting by each and every day. So he'd come back. We have to tick the box as in what needs to be done, what's not done. When he comes back, that's the only time I can get a bit of sleep. So I'd give him the baby and take a nap a bit so that in the night I can be able to survive the sleepless night that I'm going to experience with this young one. And in the night he will be sleeping because the next day he has to go to work. And we have 2 kids who are going to school. We have to make sure that their uniform is washed, that their uniform is ironed, that their lunch boxes are made in the morning. So it was just a chaotic mess in my house. It was so strenuous, guys, to a point that you'll see in the video on the clips that I managed to take and put up for you guys. I would have to carry my son while I'm preparing breakfast for myself or food or washing the dishes, or I would have to carry him. He was such a needy baby. You put him down, he cries, he screams as if he's dying. You carry him, he keeps quiet. So he was that needy baby. You'll see I was carrying him in front here. I would basically only bath when he's sleeping. There was a time he slept, I put him down nicely, and then I rushed to take a shower. As I was just going in the shower, just opened the water, he screamed. I had to stop, take my towel, rush to him, and he was up. Fine. I sometimes I would eat carrying him, and I would long to just eat not carrying anyone, so sometimes when he sleeps I have to eat quickly, mop the house, see to it that I arrange the house and put the house in order where I can. So there was never really rest for me. So basically, after having a child, they will tell you you must sleep when they sleep. It's possible with your first child to sleep when the other sleeps, or like with my third, I had a helper at the time, and not only that, my two were grown. So it was very, very possible. Say they at school, baby sleeps, I would sleep as well. But this time around, we had a toddler. At some point, we fetched her. We had a toddler in the house. The baby would sleep. She's not sleeping. She's playing. She wants to play. She wants her time. She's still a baby. She wants mommy's time. So when you have multiple kids, I find it's not really feasible that you would sleep when the baby sleeps, So because there's other things in the house to be attended to. Like I said, most if you don't have a helper as well, you'll have to set the house in order, prepare food, clean. There's just a whole lot of things to do. Help your other kids with homework if they have, whatever the case might be. So that was my case in this situation. And weekends again, because I was not getting paid, my husband had to work overtime just so he can increase funds in our house. So again, weekends he's not around. So he was just not around almost all the time, actually, because he was working from Monday to Sunday. He was also tired, guys. As much as I was tired, he was also tired. I remember crying at some point, and I felt like leaving everyone, leaving everything, and walking like basically walking out of my own life. I felt like that, but I couldn't, obviously. They're my problem. They my situation, basically. So as mothers, guys, we tend to feel like when we speak up and say this is too much, we tend to feel as though we might not be loving our kids. We fail us to a certain degree or extent, and honestly it's not. And it's okay to ask for help. You're not a failure if you do, and it does not make you less of a mother if you do, because in all honesty we do require help. I wish I could have raised my hand more and asked for help from my family members. I wish I could have put down this cover up that I'm coping, that I can do this, that I'm master and jack of all trades, because I'm not. I actually nearly killed myself in that time of my life. So as mothers, let's give yourselves more grace. We deserve the grace. Give yourself some grace, and rest is also being productive. Honestly speaking, resting is also being productive, because you come back stronger, you come back revived, with renewed energy, to put in activities that require your attention or require you to put attention into. So rest is also being productive. I wish I knew that much earlier and allowed myself more rest and more grace. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next upload. For now, that's it.